Well, hello again. This is take number 2. I pulled back the camera, which was, I had used it to focus and white balance, forgot to take it back, so it was obviously off there. I adjusted it a little bit, although it still seems that I should stand like here and I'd be right on center, which might be the case, which I can do. It's not a big deal. One thing that I'm doing that's a little different is I am using the iRig camera, which is a separate camera, and I have it pretty far away. I'm going to move it just to see what the difference would be if I go like this. Well, need to get it under. I'm hoping this is under, because if I don't want to get much more than this anyway. So hopefully that would be a pretty good, except the only problem is that if I move my hand, you're going to hear it. But we're going to try that and see what happens. Oh, I'm getting a little bit of too much. So let's turn it down a bit. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. There we go. Okay, well this is actually working pretty well, and I can rig this up to where it works, okay. So this is my kind of built-in rig to see how it works. I don't know if I can do anything with the sound on the Surface. Technically, the Surface should work the same way, that I can do an digital audio interface with the Surface tablet, because it's supposed to work on Windows computers as well as the iPad mini, which is what I'm using now. But this would be what I would use for most of it. And what I'm trying to do is, not that I have to make a YouTube channel or anything like that, but I kind of like to record all of my trials and tribulations of making music using the iPad mini. I just think that iPad mini is such an interesting, unique device. And I know you compare it to some of the technological things that are out on the market now, and it's way, way obsolete. I mean, I guess the technology dates back to 2015. This is 2018. So there's quite a bit of lag, but I still am just amazed at the quality of work that you can do, not just in the recording. I mean, it's I'm a relatively large man, so it's easy enough to fit into my pocket. I'll probably show that I carry things around in a purse, or a what did I call that? I can't even remember. This would be one of those places where I'd probably want to have some sort of edit capabilities. And I have to start remembering back in my acting days, because we did actually study on the difference between acting out and projecting and acting into a microphone, to where you make everything a lot more intimate. But what is that? A carrier bag is what you're supposed to call it, a carrier bag. But it holds my iPad and all of the different things. I can take it anywhere I want, and I can use it, as a recorder, as a video camera, as a still camera. I can write things down on it. I mean, it's just amazing what you can do, and specifically with music, I've done quite a bit. I've recorded a lot of my church music and a lot of other ones, and I'm kind of on that journey of trying to learn how to do it. So let's see how that works. This is a lot longer take than what I was expecting, but this is, I think this might work out. It's kind of exciting. Well, this is another test. This is just a brief test. I'm just checking I adjusted the camera height a little bit. Of course, I'm going to have to do this each time, but hopefully it'll become a technique that I can do. Actually, there are stands that you can buy, or mounts that you can buy. I almost bought one during Christmas. Should have, but didn't. It was on sale for a discounted price. I just thought it was a little too expensive, but I could possibly make my own. Shouldn't be that hard to do. Kind of a DIY kit. But again, I'm just testing out how to do this, how it would look out. I think it's promising. I really do. I like the sound that the microphone's getting through this iRig. Kind of neat. I'm going to turn it down just a bit. Oh, turned it up. Let's turn it down. I'm at, just technical term, I'm at 6 on the iRig, and I've got the microphone that I'm just holding it for right now. There's the only reason that that's a problem is going to be if I need to use my hands for something. But again, should be able to rig up some sort of you know, some rig that I can do. Of course, the microphone can just be put on a stand. My biggest issue is I don't have my mic stand down here, and also the boom part of the mic that I have, which would be, you know, needed, is actually on at the church because I'm using it for church recording. So anyway, one of the things that I need to learn to do is to talk slower, and also to put breaks into my sentences between, so I don't rush on too much. That's one of the things that the people who really do a good job at YouTubing can do. And with my, you know, acting background and stuff, it should be fairly easy for me to dig back into the archives and remember what the little techniques that you learned, you know, on that. One of which is to not say you know. But there it is. I think this can work. I hope it can work. It's fun to kind of see where this is going to take me. Of course, these are things that I'm going to do without my wife in the house, because it probably wouldn't work out very well if she was here. She said, "What are you doing? And what's all this stuff going on? And all this stuff," you know. Now, Techmoan, who is one of my favorite YouTubers and is quite successful at it, one of his most appealing things is to do puppet videos, which are little spoofs on different aspects of what he reviews and different things like that. And they're very corny, but quite amusing, and obviously well thought out, well performed. I have got some puppets that I created when I was had my brief stint as an educational entertainment company. And I might try some of those, just for fun. I don't know if they'd be any good, but we can see. I love his music that he uses. Actually, that came from a German soundtrack, which is kind of neat, but I'm obviously not going to use that. That would be YouTube copyright infringement or something like that, which is interesting that they're all the other ones are. But this has so far worked out quite well. I'm going to call her quits. But I think in the future I'll try doing this again with the Surface tablet. I actually have recorded on the Surface tablet before, and it actually does quite well. Again, don't say actually that much. But I have used the Surface tablet, and it has recorded quite well. So be interesting to see how it works. I mean, who knows? It might be that the Surface tablet would be the preferred way to go. I just want to make good quality videos. That's my main job. Or I mean, that's my main goal. And I have to learn how to, you know, end the thing where I can go. So, you know, as always, thanks for watching, or thumbs up, see you later. You know, I got to figure out my own hook as it is. But again, that's something to do later on.